And we're live. Shauna, how the hell are you? It is,
All
it is,
good, all good.
it is always good to see a pretty face. Always got a smile on it as well.
You
You,
have to. Fuck's sake,
were,
you
you,
have to.
were you delighted when we called you out last week?
Ah, Jesus, do you know what? I was all biz. And whenever you text me, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even watch it. So I had to go back and watch it then, and I was like,
How dare you? How dare you not even tune into our live at 11? How dare you?
no,
And your mate Leanna, I
I
didn't
was
even know
like,
Leanna was your mate, by the way.
yes, oh my God, I've known Leanne and I, whenever she just started in Power Gym, we just got really, really close. And
Yeah.
she used to come in every morning at 6 o'clock and keep me company for a while, and then she went and done her own wee thing. And oh, she's lovely. She's a
Yeah.
legend.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We had a great time on her course, like we did on yours as well, which is awesome.
Oh
Your
yeah.
crew were unreal too.
Oh Jesus, I love you all.
Shelley,
Like what?
Susan, Megan, Michael. Shout out to that whole crew there. Who else were there?
Definitely. Hey,
Thelma was on your
BQ.
crew. Yeah, it was a great wee, it was
Uh-huh.
a great wee crew. That Shauna, enough about all that there. So you tell us. Let's bring it right back. What did you do before you got into fitness? What were you doing back in the day?
Oh God. Right. Okay. So I was a childcare assistant in a nursery.
Right. Okay.
Such a big difference. Yeah, 12 years I done that for. From I was 16, I left school and went and done my qualifications in childcare and was in that for 12 years. Loved it, loved it, right till the very end. And
Uh,
I just thought to myself, fuck, do you know what? I'm miserable.
right.
I
Right.
was
Okay.
really, really overweight. Like I was really overweight. I had no motivation. I thought something has to give here and I need to
Okay.
change something. So I thought, why not change the biggest thing in my life and leave my job?
Holy shit.
You know?
Right. So I'm curious about a couple of things here. Did you? So we know like you unreal transformation. Like how much weight have you lost since back in the day? Like
Nah, about 10 and a half stone.
Jesus. Holy shit.
And
That is unreal. You look amazing too, by the way. You look amazing.
thank you.
So
Be good.
Jesus, 10 stone. Um, so what first of all, what made you go, right, I need to start going to the gym? Was there a particular point where you were like, right, fuck this here. I don't feel good about myself. I need to start going to the gym. What was that?
Yeah. Do you know what happened? It got to the point where this is really sad. It's so sad. It got to the point where I was getting out of bed in the morning and I was like a granny. My back was sore, my
Right,
knees were sore. Oh, it was awful. And I thought,
right,
fuck it. So I went to the doctor's anyway, just for a checkup. And he said to me, told me the obvious. You're
okay.
overweight, you need to do something about it. You're going to end up with diabetes, you're going to end up with this. And it scared the absolute shit out of me.
Right. Gotcha.
So I
Gotcha.
thought, right, this is it. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So
and then do you know what?
go ahead. Go
Sorry.
ahead. You want to say something there?
um yes, a friend of mine, this is how it kind of all started with the training properly. Like so a friend of mine's brother opened the gym up at Power Gym,
Hmm.
and he just rang me one day and said, listen, do you want a job as a receptionist?
Right.
And I was like, at the start I thought, yeah. And then after I thought to myself, fuck, the state of me, how am I going to work in a gym if I look like this? Like
Right.
what,
Okay.
how does that work?
So
And
the
then that was it.
so the thing with the doctor then, whenever the doctor said to you, Shauna, listen, you need to do something here. You're going to end up diabetes or whatever. That wasn't the actual trigger that made you go right. And I need to. Did you start training straight away?
No,
You
no,
didn't.
I went home and
Okay.
ate.
You didn't scare you that much.
No, I started even thinking, no shit, I'm going to die before fucking 40 or something here. Like, but
Right.
no,
Okay.
that wasn't the actual trigger.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
it was
Cool.
getting offered that job, and then I was like, how the hell am I going to sit in front of the house in front of people coming in training and I look
Gotcha.
like this?
Gotcha. So the environment basically triggered the change then, I suppose.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. So then, had you left the job? had you left the childcare job to go and to go and work in the gym then, or were you still doing a bit of
That was
both,
it.
or what was going on there?
I worked in the creche right up until 2 weeks before I started in the gym.
Right. Okay. So you're doing
So it was
both.
really
Cool.
quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
So then what was I'm taking it then you started training. What was the point then
Mhm.
where you sort of started to think, fuck, maybe I could, because I'm guessing then you started to feel good because you started training, you started losing weight, whatever else, and then you maybe came to the conclusion that fucking hell, I can help other people do this as well. Like tell us a bit about that transition. Like what went on there?
So once I started to train and got a wee bit more confident and stuff, I seen other personal trainers working from the gym, and I was like, fuck, I think I'm really confident anyway. I think
Yes.
even whenever I was like a bigger girl, I was always the confident one.
Yes.
You know, so I thought, you know what, I could fucking do this. I could do this. So I kind of hemmed and hawed for ages, and I was like putting it off and making excuses because that was my thing. I always made excuses, making excuses, and then I was like, do you know what it was? Do you know what happened? It was so funny. I was in the town. I was in the town one day, and I was walking to get a black taxi and walked past your gym and seeing PJ sitting at the front desk, and he smiled at me and waved, and I waved back at him.
Holy
and
shit!
I thought,
and that started it.
yes. And then I went in. He was like, "Come on in," and I came in, sat with him for about a half an hour, chatting, and that was me. I signed up there and then, yeah.
Holy shit!
It.
That was random. Yeah. So there was no one. You weren't actually referred onto the course or anything like that. You just PJ just waved at you outside the gym. Holy shit!
And I smiled and waved back, and then he was like, and I come in, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Oh God! Fucking hell! That is amazing. That is amazing. I think it was maybe the second time. I think it was the first time that I had met you, and then maybe the second time you'd brought your friend down.
Yes. Yeah. We came in and have a wee chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and you ended up staying for what felt like about an hour, and I was just like, "What the fuck just happened there?" Like, I had no idea what went on. I think you used to maybe go out or something.
I think we were going shopping in the end for a drink, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something along
back in the day when you could go for a drink.
Yeah, that was cool.
But
so then
that was great.
So you then booked onto the course. You done our part-time course. Bunch of amazing people on there. Like, but I suppose, what was your fondest memories from the course?
Oh my God! Seriously, you're going to ask me that question?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It was from the very excuse my language.
Sorry.
From the very start, it was just unreal. That first day that we went into the course and sat in that room and had to get up in front of everybody and tell our story, that was it for me. I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do here. I love it.
That's class. Love it. Absolutely.
But I loved it. The Sundays were unreal too, because I mean, it taught me so much. Like the Sundays doing the physical side of it and the learning and whatever else, like it built my confidence in myself to train on my own and give me that wee bit more knowledge, for myself first before I could obviously give that to anybody else. And that was it. Like I loved it. And I learned how to do burpees.
You learned how
Couldn't do a burpee.
Who was it with was it you with the box jumps? Who do I remember doing the box jumps? I don't know.
No, it wasn't me.
No,
was it me? It might have
been. I think I remember seeing someone and they physically they were afraid to take 2 feet off the floor, and I was just like,
do you know who it was?
Who was it?
It was one of your class. So do you remember the day that we done our practical practice?
Yes, that's right. It was Claire. That's right. Yeah, so Claire was starting. Yep. Yes, that's right. I remember because then you were showing her how to do box jumps, and she was there for like fucking hour, and I was just like, is the risk worth? Is the reward worth the risk? Why not just leave it? Do you really need to do box jumps? Maybe we can swap them for squat jumps or something. It's not.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember
A wee
that
bit
now.
more practical.
She was
That
like a
was so
tear.
funny.
I know, for God's sake. Oh God. Right, class stuff. So then you left Elite. You're up West Belfast. You're working in a gym in West Belfast. I see you, from then, and you were like straight out killing it. You must have walked into a bunch of clients straight away, did you? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We lost you.
Sorry, you broke up there. Say it again.
So you left Elite. Did you walk into a bunch of clients straight away? Like what happened there?
No, I didn't. I had been telling a few people in the gym that I was starting the course and blah 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 blah, whatever else, and kind of getting the word about first, getting my feels about, kind of telling people that I was going to be qualified.
Right.
And a few people had said, "Oh, right, sure, let me know, sure, contact me whenever you're qualified." And I was just like, "Oh, right, okay, right, okay."
Uh-huh.
And then once I did get qualified, I kind of had to then just start. That was me. I just started from scratch. Got myself out there, got my videos on. I was like, I'm fucking doing this. And and I'm not lying to you, and I'm not even being big headed here. Within not even a month, I was nearly fully booked.
That's class. That's amazing, and it just it
It was
shows the value
class.
of taking action because like whenever I've said to people in the past, listen, go out, get on video. You don't need to be in any way self-conscious. Think about the other people. You're helping a lot of people, blah blah blah, and you went out and took action on it straight away and just started doing it.
100%.
Like just do the work. That's it. Fucking
Definitely.
hell.
And you know what? That's it. It was the videos, and I can't stress that enough, especially for people who are only just qualified or maybe just thinking about getting into it. See, getting yourself out there and getting people relate to people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Getting yourself out there, put the videos out, and people come to you, especially if you have a story. Do you know what I mean? And
Exactly.
if you be yourself, and people come to you. Class.
Well, I mean, and especially when you have an attitude like yours, and your personality is as infectious as yours as well. Of course, then it's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's what
that's
happens.
it. You just have to be positive. Like, it's scary. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't scary, it wouldn't be worth it. Do you know what I mean? If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
You just have to. If you want to get anywhere in life, you just have to do it.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
Absolutely. 100%. Love that. Absolutely love that. So let's then fast forward a wee bit. Everything was going smoothly. Loads of clients going on, loving life in the fitness industry. COVID hits. What's going through your head whenever that happens?
Do you know what? At the start, I kind of didn't think it was going to be as bad as what it was. And I thought, this is grand. I'll be able to have my wee clients online. I'll do this, I'll do that. And it didn't work out like that.
Yeah.
It didn't work out that the way I want. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
I kind of had to let go of my clients and let go of everything else that I had worked for. And to be quite honest, it done me the world of good.
Right. Okay.
Obviously
it like that right
was
now.
heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the start it was hard because I had lost a lot of clients and whatever else, and it's a shame, but I got time for myself, and I never ever had that really.
Yeah.
I never really had time to work on me, and yeah, and just especially living with Graham, God love him, he moved up just as the lockdown happened. He was here a week in Belfast, and it was lockdown.
Tell us a wee bit about that, because this is a bit of a class story. This is another elite relationship that came because we have Andrew and Megan. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else? Who else met coming through?
I don't know.
I think there's a few there anyway, but tell us a wee bit about that, because Graham actually done his course in Dublin, didn't he?
He did. And you know what? That's how we actually kind of connected.
Right, okay. So how did this year come about?
So I get all kidding, you're all talking about it like so what happened was basically, like, He stalked me on Facebook.
Now, was it him that
Yeah.
stalked you, or did you stalk him? Which way was it?
No, do you know what it was? He's seen the video with me and you. Do you remember the very first video we done together
Right,
on the course?
right,
He's seen
okay,
that.
right.
He friend requested me and I accepted. I just accepted because I was like, fuck, he's from Dublin, like, fuck's sake. And then we kind of just got chatting back and forth about training and blah, 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 blah. And that was it.
Well, I'm taking full credit for this then. I'm taking full credit.
100%.
Like, I didn't actually know that it was that first video. So I'm taking full credit for this relationship. And it just goes to show you as well, right? And I say to people about doing videos and stuff, listen, you're helping a lot of people. I'm creating relationships here.
I know.
Let me manage Tinder. I'll just do like an interview with everyone on Tinder. You can go on and see if you like someone, and then boom, we're in there. That's class, really. Sweet, sweet. At least then a video is much better because you actually get to engage with the person. That's class.
Yep.
Love that. I didn't actually know that it was that first video, and then and then you come back and done your kettlebell course with Elite as well.
I did. Oh Jesus, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Recommend it 100%. Do it. I'm telling you.
Weekend.
And do you know what it was? It was like a refresher course as well. And because obviously I've been qualified now 2 years nearly. Yeah. It was really, really good to go back and get that wee bit of refreshment. Like, you know, I think sometimes no matter how good you are, you're never the best. You're never going to be the best. And going back gave me that wee bit of encouragement to kind of do a wee bit more. You know?
Love it.
Especially with clients. You know, I think sometimes you get comfortable and you kind of stick to what you know.
Yeah.
So every day is good day, Lennon.
Yes, absolutely, for us all. So what then? What's the plans then going forward? What are you hoping for? Like where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh God, I see myself owning my own gym.
Nice. 100%.
It's in the pipeline. Like obviously not anytime soon. In the next 5 years.
In the next
come
5
back
years.
to me, and I will be the owner of a gym. Myself and Graham.
That's
we'll have our own place. I'm telling you, that's my dream.
Our Charlie wanted to snipe in there. Say hello.
Hi, gorgeous. Hi.
So okay, that's cool. I love it. So now that's some public accountability for you.
Yes, 100%. Watch this. We can tell you.
Watch this.
It's gonna be amazing.
Now you've just told the world, and now you have to go out there and get that done.
100%. I will, and I will do it. I'm telling you.
Class, Seana. Class. So final question for you. Anyone getting into the fitness industry, I suppose maybe there's going to be people out there probably on a similar journey to yourself, which you were back in the day, right? Maybe unhappy with how they look, like whatever it is. Maybe they went to a doctor and the doctor said, "You're one pizza away from diabetes." Right? You like sort of. I suppose, like, what would the message be to that person? And then someone who's maybe thinking, right, okay, maybe I can do this as well. You know, maybe I can help other people with their fitness and health as well. Like, what would you say to yourself 5 years ago?
Move.
Well, that's a good start. That's a fucking good start.
No, honestly, I just think anybody kind of was in that is in a similar situation to what I was. You know, life is too short. You need to look after yourself. Yeah. You know, you only get one life, and why be miserable when you can change it? Just do it. You know, just don't think too much about shit either.
Yeah.
People overthink a lot, and I just think if you want to do something, do it. and
Very cool.
see it through to the end. And if you fail, you fail. Try again and just keep going. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I need to say, because you know what else?
What
Only
else is
you can
there?
change.
Yeah.
Only you can change your path. And I mean, that's it.
Love it. Love it, Seana. Absolutely. And if there was a question that I should have asked you today but didn't, what would it have been? Or did I cover it all?
I think you covered everything.
Did I cover
You got
everything?
my love life. You got my past. You got my future.
We got it all in there, didn't we? We got it all in there.
You got it all.
It's always amazing talking to you, Seana, and I'm sure you just brightened up a whole bunch of other people's day as well.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Good. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
It is absolutely. Thank you for coming on, Seana.
You're so welcome, and it's so good to see your lovely face.
And yours always.